Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Duc Vuong, world famous bariatric surgeon, recovering from the Houston snow out, man. Like once in a lifetime. I've never seen it so cold for so long in Houston, and I've never seen Texas go without power for this long. So something really crazy. But I'm back to let you know what's up with COVID. What can we expect? What can we expect from COVID 2021? All right. The year 2020. Who is happy to see 2020 go away? Like 2020, like, oh my God, I can't wait for this fucking year to be over. It was the worst year ever. I said this back in January. 2020 does not officially end until April 1st, 2021. Amen. So you're not through 2020. You're like, I'm tired of 2020. 2020 can go kiss my ass. Let me tell you, 2020 is not done with y'all. All right. It's a new year. I can't wait. No, I'm done with this. I'm sick of this, Dr. V. No, 2020 does not end until April 1st, 2021. Now, I said that back in January as a joke because that's April Fool's Day. For those of you who don't know, that's April Fool's Day. And usually you play a joke. And one day I was yelling at you motherfuckers and Uncle Billy's and everybody. And I said, you know what? I know you're sick and tired of 2020 and you're sick and tired of COVID, but 2020 will not end until April 1st, 2021, because that's a jokester day. So you know that's what's going to happen. And why do I say this? There's a couple of reasons. And it's actually come to pass. So one of the things that's come to pass is the fact that our vaccine distribution hasn't been what I'm not political. I don't care what your faction is. Both sides are fucked up. Both sides are screwy, right? But I'm going to tell you that the vaccines are not what they promised. Delivery has been slower. Production is slower. And it's also a distribution issue. We can't get the vaccines to where it needs to go. It's an infrastructure issue. At first we didn't have the infrastructure. How are you going to put vaccines into arms if your nurses are getting sick, your doctors are overworked, your MAs? Now they have pharmacists who are having to give the shots, which is fine. They're having people work overtime or different shifts. So you're going to take these nurses off of the shifts. And you got to remember back in January, just last month, man, like hospitals were full, nurses were getting sick, the staff was getting sick. So who's going to actually put the injections into the arms? Where are patients going to go? How do they even sign up? How do they even get an appointment? We still have this huge issue. Now, for the last 3 weeks, we've been hit with winter weather. And so everything has been delayed. Does this make sense? Everything has been delayed. And now it's coming out through the news. And I've been telling y'all this, that just maybe, these companies, while they're doing the best they can, they overpromised, amen, on the vaccines. Can I have an amen here? They overpromised on the vaccine delivery and they've underdelivered. They's like, we're going to give you 100 million doses, the last administration. We're going to have 100 million doses by the end of the year. Like, no, you're not. By the end of 2020. No, you're not. Right? So they've totally overpromised. They've underdelivered. We can't get doses. So that's going to drag this shit out. All right. So the next thing I'm going to say is a lot of people are celebrating this. See, it's not as bad. See, we're conquering it. The numbers are down. Listen, why are the numbers down? Who knows? Oh, well, and you've seen it in the news, and Dr. V will shoot straight with you. Why are the numbers down? People are wearing masks. Orange Man is out of the White House. Biden doesn't know what he's doing. There's they're finally being honest. Fauci is finally running the show. A task force that makes sense. Blah, 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 blah. No, why are the numbers down? Who knows the answer? The numbers are down because of the winter weather. For the last 3 weeks, we've been hit and hit and hit and hit. And go back and look and see when the numbers started really going down. The last 3 weeks, fucking February. It's so cold. You can't test. No one's going out. It's not because people are inside. It's because we're not testing. The test sites closed down. The vaccination sites closed down. The doctor's clinics going closed down. Exactly right, Marie. Not enough testing. Exactly. Yes. So that's right. It's the snow. It's everything like that. So what's happening is, and people are stuck at home. You're totally right. So what's happening is we are getting this false illusion that we're bringing over the hump. Now, look at what's happening. Look at what's happening this last couple of days. So the current numbers are not a reflection of what's really happening. So what you're going to see is number 3. Number 3, I promise you, we will see cases go back up again. You fear mongerer? No, I'm not. It doesn't take a genius to understand this. Now that the ice is starting to melt, you know, we had 75-degree weather today down here in Houston. Yeah. And California is like 75, 80 degrees. They're going to start testing again. And they're going to be like, oh my God, there's more cases. You're already seeing it starting to plateau. Okay. So if there's a demand for testing, then you know the numbers will go up. Okay. Because the cases are out there. So cases are going to go up again. But number 4 is really important. What's going to happen? Now, will it plateau? Are we, like yesterday's number was 70,000. Are we going to be stuck at 70,000? Or are we going to go back up to 100,000? I think we will go back up. Why? Because of what I told y'all back in January. And I know we try not to use this, but I'm going to use it anyway because people know this. Okay. They, and people ask me to talk about this a little bit. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about this. I said back in January that by March, starting in March, after March, UK variant will become the dominant case in the United States. Think about it. Think about it. And I'm going to get to the LA variant here, motherfucker, in a little bit. All right. So some people are like, talk about the LA variant. Okay. Some of y'all don't even know there's an LA variant. But look back, right? When back in October, I was warning people in my secret group, like, listen, Europe is hitting their second wave. Their numbers went up. And then France, Italy, they all started going back down, except for one player. UK kept going up and up and up, and they were locking down. Their cases were high. People were freaking out. People were thinking Boris Johnson was an idiot and da-da-da. And then it turned out they had the special variant called B117, the UK variant, that is 40 to 60% more contagious. Now, might be more virulent. At first, they said, we don't think it's more virulent. Now it might be more virulent. But regardless, it's 40 to 60% more contagious, which suddenly... So UK has been shut down since October. Just now, their numbers are starting to come down. October, November, December, January, February. 5 months. And now they're talking about not reopening really until like June. That's what needs to happen. And why? Because they have this UK variant. Now, by March, the UK variant will become the dominant one. I'm telling you right now, it is already dominant. No, Dr. Vuong, they've only detected 1,800, 1,900 cases. Dude, they don't test enough to know. Does this make sense what I'm telling you? Most of these 1,800, 1,900 UK cases are down in Florida, where they've been fucking open. They never shut down. They just had the Super Bowl. Their governor just is like just free balling it. People are on the beaches. People are frustrated. I'm telling you, if you've got COVID in Florida, you've got this UK variant. You've got this UK variant. And, you know, Florida's, for those of you who don't live in the United States, Florida is a winter destination for Americans. They travel from New York up north down to Florida. They travel across. They snowbird there. So all these fuckers are about to go back home, and guess what? They're taking the UK variant with them. But we haven't been testing. Not only have we not been testing, number one, number two, we, of the ones that test positive, we barely run maybe 10%, not even 10% of to do the genetic test and see what strand you really have. But the fact that we know we have coming on 1,900 UK variant cases, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it is already a lot. And I'm going to prove that with number 5, right? Number 5, a lot of my friends are entrepreneurial. And they're in California, and they're like, governor is messing up. This Democratic governor is screwing us up. We've been locked down. Lockdowns don't work. Lockdowns don't work. Lockdowns don't work. And they went from having 14,000 cases a day in LA alone, you know, something like 30,000, 40,000 cases in California alone every single fucking day, even though they were locked down. And now guess what? I'll sit back. Let y'all guess. Let Uncle Billy guess. Why has LA been shut down for so long? They're mask holes. They don't get it. And their numbers stayed so fucking high. LA County alone was doing 14, 15,000 cases a day. Why? Why? Why for the last fucking 5 months has LA been on fire? Who knows the answer? Oh, what, Dr. V? There's an LA variant. Oh! Now they have isolated an LA variant that is different from the UK variant. That's different from South African. That's different than Brazilian. There's a special LA variant with different mutations. And check this motherfucker out. I'm not done yet. All right? I'm not done yet. Not only is it more contagious, it's probably more virulent. It probably makes you sicker. Okay? So not only is it more contagious, it makes you sicker. And check this motherfucker out. 50%, 50% of the cases in California is this motherfucking LA variant. Boom goes the dynamite. Does this make sense to you? California was shut down. All the mask holes are saying this isn't working. Shutdowns don't work. Comment if you have a family member in California who goes, they need to open up. See, shutting down doesn't work. See, these cases are going crazy. And I'm like, no, shutdowns do work. There's something else happening. It's a problem. Does this make sense what I'm saying? See, the mask holes were saying, see, shutdowns don't work because they are misapplying the numbers because there's an underlying cause. So what's the underlying cause? The underlying cause is fucking this LA variant. There's a Los Angeles variant, man. And now it's coming out. It's more contagious. It's probably more virulent, deadlier. And it's 50%, 50%. All right, now who's the asshole? But here's the problem. April 1st, I said, what's going to happen? What number am I? I forget. I'll just do number 6. Here's my warning to you. Mark number 6. I promise you, these same assholes are going to fucking jump the gun. I'm tired. This is stupid. I'm tired of this coronavirus. I'm so over it. Valley girl, who the fuck cares if you're over it? The virus does not care that you're over it, dude. So people are going to jump the gun. They're going to go to the beaches. They're going to be like, see, I got my first dose. I'm all good. Dude, it's 2 doses. And you have a motherfucking variant. We don't know if the vaccine is going to work on your LA variant. Does this make sense what I'm telling y'all? People are going to jump the gun. They're going to hit the beaches. I'm so over it. I got to go back to partying. Spring break. YOLO, spring break. Dude, this spring break could kill you this year. Why don't people understand this? California people, please share this broadcast right now. What I am saying is what you will not hear on the news, what other people will not tell you. LA, you are fucked. California, you are in this for a long time. You have got, what is the solution? Someone asked. You got to do what you should have been fucking doing the whole time. Settle down, close down, wear your mask, take out, social distance. Don't fucking go to beaches. Don't be around people. Don't gather. Don't be fucking having parties and raves and sporting events and college football. Chill the fuck out. You have a new variant that we don't know how it's going to work, how it's going to. So you got to give science the time to test, to report the data, to say, yes, it's more contagious, or no, it's not. Yes, it's more virulent, or no, it's not. You have to give science time to test it and run it and say, listen, we tested it in vitro. That means in a lab dish, not in a person, and it never goes from lab dish to person. The results might not be the same, but we tested it in the lab dish and it says, yes, our vaccines will work, or no, they won't work, or yes, they are less effective, but they still help you. Does this make sense? All right. You've got to give science the time. That's why the whole point of my yelling at you tonight is to give you the timeline for what you need to expect, which takes me back to number 1. 2020 will not start being over until April 1st, April Fool's Day. By that point, the UK variant will be dominant. We know this LA variant. Listen to me. Don't worry about the South African variant. Don't worry about the Brazilian variant, because we already have South African variant and the Brazilian variant in the United States. But what? It hasn't taken over. Why has it not taken over? Because it's got King Kong. UK variant is got a head start. It's a track race. You know, it's like anyone here run track where it's a race? Like the UK variant is so far ahead, 1,800 positive cases and something like, 20 or 30 South African cases and 10 Brazilian cases, whatever, roughly. The UK is so far ahead, the other two won't have a chance to get started. But the exception is what? The fucking LA variant. The LA variant, 50% of California fucking already has it. And those Californians, they're flying to Mexico, Tijuana. They're going to Salt Lake City. They're going to Nevada. They're within drive. A lot of people don't realize that LA, Los Angeles is only like 3 hours drive to Nevada, to Las Vegas. And so you can they're going to casino, gambling. They're driving back and forth. They're driving up north to San Francisco and Oregon, and they're escaping to the mountains. I got to escape to the mountains. Dude, you're spreading your LA variant. Does this make sense? If this is helping y'all, please hit the share button. Let's get more people in here. I got 1,400 on all the platforms. That's awesome. I'm so excited. Are y'all excited to have me back on the air? All this bullshit I've been through. Like, this is good, right? All right. So I've been pent up. I got a lot of shit to yell about, man. I got a lot of stuff to tell y'all, man. Okay. So people will jump the gun. So what I want you to do is you got to calm the fuck down. All right. Let me give you a couple of truths. Number 7. Listen to me. You want to stay safe? You want to go back to normalcy? You want to get over this? You got to do number 7. All right. You will, motherfucker, wear a mask until 2022. The remainder of this year. I used to like it. I wish he'd quit cussing so I could share. Dr. V, don't you know we got babies watching? Don't you know we have 500,000 Americans who have died? 600,000 Americans will die by June is the projection. 600,000 Americans by June. I said 700,000 Americans will die when all this is said and done. That's 1 in 500. I sure wish you would quit cussing. Damn it. Wear your mask. 2022, the remainder of the year. You got to give us some hope, Dr. V. Don't be so doom and gloom. I'm giving you the motherfucking truth. And if the truth was dark, like, don't gather for Thanksgiving. Don't you fucking gather for Christmas. What'd y'all do? Gather for Thanksgiving, gather for Christmas. Don't you motherfucking go out to New Year's. What did I do? Toast, cheers. Don't you gather for Super Bowl. Super Bowl party, here we are. Like, oh my God. 500 cases, 500,000 deaths. 500,000 deaths. Well, yeah, but those are mostly elderly people. Those are someone's grandparents, you dickhead. Where do you get off saying, oh, well, they were just old people? Oh, it's a lie. Doctors get paid more. Shut the fuck up. Doctors don't get paid more for calling for COVID. What the heck's wrong with you? And hospitals get paid more for coding for COVID. No, they don't. I've already done a video on that, and that's fucking insulting. Do you know how insulting that is to our healthcare workers? That in fucking February and March of 2021, you are still thinking that these healthcare workers are like lying so they can make more money on COVID. Where have you been? You living under a rock. My friends and colleagues are sick and scared, and they're living in tents, so they don't give it to they're living in their garages and their guest homes and hotels, so they don't give COVID to their family members. And you motherfuckers sitting there saying that they're lying about COVID so they get paid more. Fucking ridiculous. Gotta quit listening to these people in this White House, man. That orange man. Screwed to your head. Won't even say his name. He's such a disgrace. And I'm not political, because if Biden fucks it up too, I'll say the same fucking shit about Biden. I don't think he will, but he just might. I don't know. Can't get any worse. Yes, it can. All right. So you will wear a mask. Okay. All right. Number 8 is going to be the most important thing. And then I'm going to give you a time like, Dr. Vuong, you're killing me. All right. Listen. Number 8. COVID zero is nonsense. Who's heard this term? Who's heard people like, we got to get COVID down to 0. We got to have 0 cases. Nonsense. That's stupid. It's stupid. All right. Nonsense. There is no COVID zero. We will never go back to COVID zero. COVID zero is going to go the way of Coke Zero. You remember New Coke? They fucked with the formula of Coca-Cola back when I was a little kid. COVID zero is nonsense. Learn this word, endemic. Endemic. We're going to go, before this all started, before 2020, you guys knew the word epidemic, which means a bad disease that spread. But you had never heard of the word pandemic. Now you know the word pandemic. And I want to get this like burned into your brains. A new word, endemic. Endemic means it's in society. It's everywhere. It's like the common cold. It's like the flu, the influenza. It's seasonal. It's going to be with us all the time. So why should I get a vaccine if it doesn't work? Well, you get a flu shot every year, don't you? I don't, but you might. You know, we might have to get boosters. What's the point? Yeah, you get boosters. We give boosters all the time. Of course. This is the world we live in. This is what happens when we fuck with Mother Nature. This is what happens when we burn rainforests. I knew he was a tree hugger. This is what happens when we pollute our waters, Mother Earth. You know, when we eat junk food, you know, we stop growing gardens. I'm not a tree hugger. I'm a pragmatist. You know, it's just the truth. So this is the new normal. We're going to be dealing with this. What's the point of getting the vaccine if they don't know how long it's going to last? Because you might die, motherfucker. Like, how stupid are you? I don't believe it. It's too rushed. It's too hurried. No, it's not. This is what happens when you get a unified team and you throw a bunch of fucking money at it. But do you understand what that stimulus, this is our 3rd stimulus package. Do you know what the fuck that went to? No fucking clue. You think it's $1,200 check. A large portion of it went to all of this development. How did we get a vaccine so fast? Because they bypassed all the fucking money-raising parts of it. That's it. All the steps that were required to get it to be tested for safety and efficacy, for the safety part, it's the same amount of time that it normally takes. And then the U.S. did the best fucking thing that vaccine developers could ask for. Fucking let the pandemic go crazy. Do you know how hard it is to get enough people to, 1, volunteer, but 2, have enough of those volunteers to catch the disease to show a statistical significance? To say, oh, whoa, we can call it. We can call it. You ever watch like high school, like middle school basketball, and one team is like killing the other team like 50-0, like the Bad News Bears, and the ref is like, okay, we're just gonna call the game. We know it's only the first period, but we're gonna stop the game. That's what happened. There were so many COVID cases in the world, in the United States, that we had a statistical significant number and that they could go, whoa, stop. We can stop the trials. We show that it's effective. What is wrong with that? That's nothing wrong. That's called fucking science. I'm not going to take it. It's rushed. It's rushed. I don't believe it. It's not possible. Do you still want slow computers? Are you buying a new phone? Are you buying a new laptop? Are you like, oh, no, this laptop is way too fast. Bring back my Commodore 64, Dr. V. Bring back my iMac, Dr. V. No, give me the Radio Shack, Dr. V. Fuck the laptop. No. I don't want 3 cameras on my phone. I just want 1. What was wrong with 1? It's called fucking science and technology and progress. Oh, I can't trust a vaccine that was done in a year. It was rushed. No, but you'll fucking eat a hot dog. You never stop to go, what goes in a hot dog? I had a patient who worked in a meat processing plant for hot dogs. He was like 400 pounds. And one day in group, he's like, I was like, what goes in a hot dog? And he goes, everything but the oink. Everything but the oink. But you'll eat that. I won't take the vaccine. I don't know what's in it. Even if you did, you wouldn't understand it, motherfucker. Like, why do you have to understand it? And then you're going to be like, oh no, I have COVID. I'm in ICU. Give me the vaccine. It's too late. You should have watched my video when I explained how vaccines work. It has to attack the vaccine outside of the cell. Who remembers this? The roses, the carnations, the powerhead, the tools. I drew the pictures and say the war is taking outside of the cell. By the time it gets inside of your cell, it's over. You know, that's why you take a vaccine. Because you got to protect yourself before. But what's the point of taking it if it doesn't keep me from getting infected? Oh my God. Nothing will stop shit from going up your nose. Not the cartel, not the FBI. You put cocaine up here. You put your finger up here. You put someone else's finger up there. You put cocaine up there. You put heroin up there. You put all sorts. Nothing stops this. You'll drywall. You'll sand dust. You'll blow things. You'll spray paint. You graffiti. Shit goes up your nose. But a vaccine, no. A virus, this microparticle, no. A mask won't stop that. But here's some cocaine, high quality grade shit I'll put up my nose. What the fuck's wrong with you? Of course it's not going to stop you from getting the virus. You can't tell, oh, no virus. The virus doesn't go like here's the virus. Oh, I see a sexy skinny Asian. I'm gonna go up his nose. Oh, wait, I can't go up his nose. He's had the vaccine. Oh, let me go over here to Uncle Billy. The vaccine, the virus doesn't know you've been injected or not, vaccinated. So the virus just goes up its nose, goes up this beautiful fat Asian nose and tries to replicate. And because I haven't had the vaccine yet. I don't qualify yet. But if I had, then the vaccine would kick in place. My antibodies would start up and it would go in there and kill that motherfucker. That's how this works. That's how a vaccine works, man. Right? So the reason is that people sit there. Maybe I'll do another video on the stupid shit people say about vaccines. You know, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I'm not going to take this because it was rushed. You're stupid. Come on. Tell me what's in the hot dog. It's all beef. The fuck? It's all beef. Did you hear that? He said it's all beef. What part of the beef? Is there a microchip? There's a microchip in the vaccine. Are you fucking kidding me? Show me the microchip. It's a nano microchip. Really? We wouldn't have this problem if we had the technology for nano microchips. No, I read it. I read it. I read it. They have that technology. I don't want them to track me. They can track me. Motherfuckers walking around on a phone. I don't want the government to track me. Oh, here's my TikTok. Check out this video I found on TikTok. But no, there's a microchip in the vaccine and the government's going to track me. But check out this Instagram post. Oh, it's funny. What the fuck do you think this is? They can logo like, Siri, where's my phone? Siri, where's my phone? Your phone is up your ass. What? I don't want to be tracked. Stupid. Oh my God. Stay on the point, Dr. V. Dr. V, stay on the point. I used to love him, but he cusses way too much. So let me tell you the timeline. I'm not going to type this. So here's the basic timeline. All right, guys. April 1st, end of 2020, because it's going to go out with a bang. You'll hear some big news. It might be a stock market crash, right? It might be a new virus. It might be wildfires again. Oh, by the way, I predicted wildfires. I predicted hurricanes. I'm telling you, mudslides are coming and massive flooding is coming. With all this winter weather, the wildfires burnt up all those trees, massive mudslides, massive flooding. All right. You're going to see that coming up this spring. And crazy tornadoes. Why? We've already had what the fuck? How do you get a tornado in the middle of winter? We've already had tornadoes. So we're going to have major weather events. All right. So April 1st, 2020 will be over. Stock market crash. One last practical joke on us, right? Something like that. Maybe the UK variant, maybe the LA variant. But by that point, hopefully we'll have our shit together enough that by the summer, if enough of us get vaccinated, you'll have a relatively, I'm not going to say normal, but it's going to be way less restrictive. It's the way it should have been. So hopefully by that time, 70 million Americans or something will be fully vaccinated. Maybe our case numbers will be down, really down to the 10,000, 5,000 a day in the United States mark. Maybe even down to 1,000. Maybe not. You'll still be wearing a mask. Yes, even if you had a vaccine, you still need to wear a mask. Some social distancing, some small get-togethers, nothing big. Now, the big question, by the fall, our lives will be mostly back to normal. By this fall, I have a 14-year-old daughter who's a freshman in high school. She'll be a freshman and sophomore in high school in the fall. She lives with her mom. I'm pretty sure, and her mom's very cautious. So I'm pretty sure her mom will let her back to go to in-person schooling. I have a 4.5-year-old who's in pre-K. She'll be starting K. So she'll be in-person kindergarten, right? So your kids will be going back to school in person this fall, relatively normal. I wouldn't freak out about it. Most of the teachers will be vaccinated by then. Numbers will be down, okay? And you'll have college football, thank God. You'll have pro football, thank God, sporting events. The arenas won't be packed. We'll still have some social distancing. You'll have indoor dining again, right? And then by Thanksgiving, you'll be able to have a normal gathering. Now, whether you wear a mask or not, I recommend you wear masks, especially if you're indoor. But you'll be able to hug each other again. That's what's important, right? You'll be able to get together again. But we really need to be wearing masks for through 2021 into 2022. And I have another prediction. Let me give you the final prediction. What number am I on? I'll just say 9. This is going to become just like it is in Asia. We will always wear masks. We have gotten used to it. I've just reordered another couple boxes of masks. You should order some now too. Not every day, but definitely when you're sick, when you're coughing, when you know you have symptoms, you will be wearing masks. And if you don't, you're going to be shamed into it because we won't know if it's coronavirus or whatever new virus. Does this make sense? This will become a societal norm. It will become normal to wear masks when you're sick. When you're not sick, you'll probably be okay, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So hopefully that was helpful. And I know I kind of got carried away there. As always, I appreciate you guys. Prayers and blessings go out to our nurses and first responders and aides and everybody who's helping us through this pandemic.